Hi guys, this is Emnel, and we are back playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Republic of France. What we are going to do right now is fix our infantry divisions. I haven't looked into it earlier, but well, this one is, well, at least not atrocious, but not nearly good enough. The mountain troops are, well, pretty bad, since we don't have enough army experience to upgrade them, and without artillery their soft attack is less than half of what standard divisions have, so it's not it won't be enough, the bonuses won't be enough to justify keeping them on. And cavalry, of course, and colonial brigades, shitty infantry divisions. Here, those are pretty bad. Okay, well, this is the one we will adjust later on. Let's start with infantry divisions. We'll go with a standard setup, which is 2 artillery, 7 infantry. That gives us 20 combat width, and we will add recon, field hospitals, of course, and engineer companies. That's 40. And we are going to turn everything we have, infantry and cavalry wise, including our mountain troops, into those divisions. And we're going to do it now. What that also means is that we will need, some of those troops will not lose much in terms of experience. Okay, let's look what we are missing. This 180 days, which we have enough for. This one 265 days, as you can see, which we still have kinda enough, but we will go into the war with barely any spare. Motorized 1 year. Yeah, this one is pretty close. And support equipment, yeah. We are, as you can see, we'll pretty much end up at 0 in most of things, except for tanks, really. Well, I guess we'll be more or less at 0 when it comes to self-propelled artillery, but that's about it. We do not have enough army experience to add the self-propelled artillery to our motorized divisions, by the way, which is a shame. But oh well, this is what it is. Actually, it could have been possible to pull off, but I don't like. We are pretty, as you can see, this whole thing is pretty tight as it is, so it's not. We really need to add some motorized. You know what? Let's cut 1 tank and then this one. Alright, so this one. Actually, a bit worried about our support equipment, because we will be adding some support to our tanks. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we need another 6 for our plan minimum. Isn't this scary? Infantry equipment might have looked bad for the most part, but we should be able to catch up. Still, I want to add like 3 more even. Probably 1 more here and 2 more here. It's all very tight. And this will need to go with manual control. Has anyone seen like a change in coloring? That's weird. Let's try, since we do not have our night cycle on. Right. So they will soon-ish. Next one will be Vienna Award. So request for Sudetenland that we will ignore, as in we'll allow them to take it. This production, this construction is taking probably forever now. At the start we had like 8 working on the secondary one. Now we're down to 4, but well, that's mostly because we built a lot. Now, so they demand Sudetenland. Actually, not the Vienna Award is a first Vienna Award is a different thing. Now, we want to start. Let's take a look here. So, Little Entente. We don't want them to be in our faction the moment the German ultimatum goes, because then the war will start outright. So we will wait, well, let's say 12 days. For our this way our focus will be delayed by 2, and then we will choose Little Entente, because we and this way we will invade Romania to our faction about 2 days after the war starts, and next day we'll start working on the Polish guarantee. This way we'll finish the guarantee before Germany goes to war with Poland, which they will continue which they will go to war with Poland despite being at war with us. Which is weird, but well, this is the AI for you. Alright, so we are going to use this to time it, so and by the time it's 40 left, we will choose our focus. We're waiting for the 60 then. Let's make it 39 just to be safe. I don't want to miss it. Alright, yep. There you go. Oh, damn it. I'm wasting precious equipment, damn it. Too bad. Alright, this is going to be the proper one, the one that we will be fighting. We will be just switching from one to another, and well, we'll give you the leader here. Yes, please do reassign, and you will be green, I guess, and you will be, well, we do have that. Yeah, this one, I guess. You can't really see it with this color, but that's the helmet and the skull. That's why not, and make it here. All of you go there and delete this one. Which is this? Thank you. That's what I meant. Alright, so now we need to pay attention to this as well. It looks bad, but yeah, we'll get a bit better. Just to be sure, 100 days, 180, 200, yeah, 180, yeah. Okay, first of all we need to take care of this one, so I guess those 10 days we can survive not looking at it, so looks like they are training as well. I'm a bit worried if they well, we'll see if they will redeploy against Czech Republic, because if they won't, we really won't be able to push through the Siegfried line. So okay. Now I think we want advanced machine tools ahead of time, of course. Another one is, well, we still don't have a radar, but we'll have to live with it. Air duct, that's all nonsense for us at the moment. Well, so we are down to artillery and well, artillery, infantry equipment, and field hospitals. I think we'll go with artillery first, since production cost only jumps from 3.5 to 4, compared to like almost a 40% increase in costs for infantry equipment. Yeah, so next three will go here, and next two will go here, and next one will go here, I guess. Yeah. Let's leave it as it is, and we can focus on looking for finished ones. This one should be. I think that's mostly less training, more getting stuff from Fallen Engine. 30 more days, so yeah, September. Back to this. Okay, yeah, we have 31 now, so I think we will. Yes, we will update our tanks now. We won't be able to get them to veteran, I'm afraid, but well, it is what it is. We want standard version, which is 4 light tanks. Well, standard, the way I use them, 3 motorized infantry, and 2 light self-propelled artillery guns. And we only, we can't, well, we can choose either engineering or support artillery, and sadly we need to choose engineering, and we don't have another 10 for support. Maybe we'll add that later. Support artillery, we'll see. And save. Now all of you are going to be switching to this. We need some actually we need additional motorized for that. Oh, of course, because those few didn't have it. Damn it. So maybe we won't have enough motorized after all. Yes. Okay, so that's that will be very bloody tight. Alright, we'll see in a sec. But I think that doesn't account for those additional 700. So that will, yeah. Oh man. And we need to train them a little bit too. Okay, let's remove you guys to a training one. And go ahead and train. Frankly, you should be along this, not this, along here, I think. Yes, here you go, because you're pretty motorized are pretty bad in forest, and there's a lot of forest here, as you can see. We are going to use them in the mountains where they are a bit better. So that's here. Thank you. This one goes away. Thank you. Let's change it to yellow and let's make this motorized. Try. No, that's mechanized. Well, if speaking of mechanized, if the whole thing drags on, the war with Soviet Union and whatnot, we may actively try to pretty fast switch to mechanized pretty fast to you know keep saving our manpower whenever possible. Not sure if we'll have production capability for it, but it's something we can try. I haven't tested that far in the future. Okay. Let's see. Machines. And we suddenly need to go for decryption, because I'm pretty sure Germany will, in no time, well, those numbers will start showing, well, not showing. I'm pretty scared about the amount of troops they deployed here. Maybe, just maybe, I should deploy my troops along this border and only let's do that. We'll redeploy them back at the very end. So perhaps that will, because for this whole thing to work, you really require Germany to have a skeleton crew here. Well, this is pretty much the same way they had in actual World War II. They left like 10 reserve divisions on the French border against over 100 French ones, and some British expeditionary force, and French didn't move. So that's pretty reasonable assumption they will have going on anyway, which kinda seems silly in game, but that's actually how it went. And speaking of which, let's transfer you here. You will also here, and you will attack this. Here you go. I think the rest we can leave as it is. Anyway. Right, we are at September the 2nd. Alright, leave checks to their fate. And Sudetenland is owned by Germany by now. And now in 3 days, Czechs joined our alliance. Yeah, it's pretty gamey, I know, but oh well. That's pretty much the only reasonable way of going about it. Now we are going with strengthened government. So, well, in a year after this finishes, we'll be able to get defensive stratagems and then army reform. Alright. Alright, well, I guess they moved to move there anyway. I don't think they will be moving back. Well, we'll redeploy later anyway. No point in keeping moving around. How is our production? Slowly but surely. Okay, I'm scared to look at support equipment situation. 170 days. Well, we'll get there by... Oh fuck, the motorized though. Damn it, we won't have enough. How are the tanks? Well, we have like a few. Oh, alright, so let's like limit tanks to 1. Like, we kinda have to. There's no other way at this point. Don't like it at all, don't like it at all. Well, worst things worse, we can disband one of our motorized, and well, that's what it's going to be. How much do they have? 400, yeah. We are problem is of course that we are still training here. You can start a new one, which will be... What color do you want? Let's go with brown. And since this is going to be led by an actual Panzer leader, and you will be stationed here. Those two provinces. Here you go. And as soon as they get to... well, they will never get to veteran. Let's put it this way. Yeah, as you can see, it's all very bloody tight. I underestimated the cost in motorized that you know, using those motorized divisions to grind the army experience. How costly that was. And I shouldn't have really, because I'm not going to get to 10 anyway, so I won't be able to boost my tanks with artillery anyway. So pretty wasteful. Don't do that if you will try to recreate it at home. Don't try it at home. Roman powers, yes, I realized a while ago. Right. We're at least getting there in terms of army experience. I mean division experience. November. We are what, 5 months away. Well, at least now we can see it all at a glance. It's important that we. The reason why I have those orders here, of course, is to keep our planning bonus, which is our lifeline here. Then right close normal, and we're going for first Vienna award, and then they will go outright for fate of Czechoslovakia, which will be war. Right, we strengthened our government, and we are going to invite Yugoslavia to our faction. Another 4 divisions. We'll need, I'd say, about 6 divisions here to defend against Italians if they throw more than usual and at this front. So they will probably focus on conquering Yugoslavia, which will be a problem in itself, because Yugoslavia is really bad at defending an approach from Albania for some reason. They just can't handle it. Befriend Bulgaria. That's hopefully it won't be enough. And that would be a pain in the ass. Another nation to fight. I think the next one they will go for Albania, I believe. And well, if Player controlled Yugoslavia, they could probably clean this up pretty fast and just be able to focus on defending against Hungary and well, well, against all of them really up north. Well, that's probably not going to be the case. Now, I think it's time to think a little bit about our navy. I think we will need to... I think we will need to try to destroy parts of Italian navy, and then evacuate from here where we can be bombed, and operate around here trying to raid German convoys. I think that's what it will go down to. The thing about Italian navy is that, well, what we will need to do here is basically at some point we will need to invade Sicily if we want to knock Italy out of the war as well. And we need to knock Italy out of the war because in 10 months, around, well, 8 months after the war starts, Japan will join Axis, or even earlier. And once Japan joins Axis, well, we need to conquer Japan for a peace conference to fire. And if there won't be a peace conference, if we want knock out, well, if we won't be able to have peace, the resistance in Germany will make this territory unusable because, well, we can't afford building building cavalry to occupy this anyway, be it production-wise or especially manpower-wise. So our only chance is to knock Italy and Germany out of the war before Japan starts, or we are in deeper shit than we used to. Right, November 30. Let's one more look at our... Okay, so now I'm in two minds about it. Okay, how long till we are in par? 70 days, so well, now if I cut it in half, that will be 140 days, so about the time we will go to war. Well, save a few days. I think we can't do that right now. We'll have to wait. Yeah. Yeah, we need some spare, because if we won't be able to produce enough, I'm afraid. But so let's at least have for a week or two of operating. Now, yeah, so we will of course wait here for 30 days. How's this going? Slowly. This one should be almost there. There it is. Soon we will need to think about how to deploy our forces on the border. But we have like we have what, 3 more months. There is of course an off chance that Germany will not go to war with Czech Republic over this, and the war will be pushed back like 4 months till they go against Poland, which is bad because, well, Germany will be able to, you know, get even more prepared, and their production capacity is much bigger than ours, so that's bad for us. But what's even worse is, of course, the fact that our time frame between Japan before the Japan gets to, well, joins the war, gets even shorter. Well, in half really. We'll have 4 months to knock them all out of the war. And what's even worse is, of course, that the time between we start the war and Soviet Union invades us will be even shorter, which is, so fingers crossed that we will be at war over in April. Now, our options are either this 160 days, well after the war starts, or field hospitals. I think we'll go with field hospitals in this case because, well, first of all, that's an imminent boost, and second of all, we desperately need it. Yeah. I think the concentrated industrial will come online shortly. Okay, how are you guys doing? Still not there. 3 of you are almost. January. Right, we have a decryption, so we'll actually already known this. Or I probably haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure they leveled their encryption somewhere before we finished ours. Now when I think about it, I'm not sure. Maybe you can shave off the decryption in this build and be alright. It's pretty dangerous though, because that's again another 5% possible bonus and whatnot. Yeah, we still haven't finished radio, which we probably will want to. So those two, one of them will go for infantry equipment, I think, and second one will go for radio. Or are we on 1940? And here, construction 3 will have to wait. Right. About you guys. Getting there. Alright, we are what? 170, around 100 days. Yeah, so motorized won't be there. All of those will be barely. Light tanks will become a problem shortly after. Now we are actually losing because of training. Alright, and now invade Romania. And yes, fate of Czechoslovakia. So we are exactly 70 days, well, 60 days, 69 days away from war. Oh man, so motorized is, well, we'll need to axe one of the divisions here, I'm afraid. Can we do anything about it? How's support, by the way? Well, also in a dire shape. Everything is in dire situation. Okay, I don't think it's worth it by now. Okay, let's see. How much are we getting daily? Uh, 6.4, huh? Okay, we won't get there anyway, so let's save up on equipment and yeah, leave it as it is. Sadly, okay, let's clean all that up. Well, we should probably start redeploying you guys here. Well, doesn't really matter because that's not going to be active. But we want to cancel this one, and okay, I guess we can wait for last two here, just to be sure. Aren't we wasting? No, we are not wasting anything here. Alright, here we go. Now, we do have one more good leader. This guy. And I think we will take 24 divisions here. and just get them under him. Yes, well, Trickster is always good. And he kinda looks like Louis Dauphiné, which is always a bonus. Right, but we will reorganize that hall and that whole mess and place our divisions in proper places in the next episode, so in which we are definitely going to war. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.